Welcome to my madness, ladies and gentlemen. Today we're going to be taking a quick look at this Mattel DC Universe Legacy Edition Arkham Asylum, Arkham City, Batman in his Arkham City batsuit. I know that's a mouthful, but that's what this thing is called. If for some reason you're looking for it, just throw all that into a search and see if you can find this one. Now, they do have two different versions of this, one in the blue and gray, one in the black and gray. This is the one that I just picked up. Wanted to show you guys what it looks like in the package. Love these old school packages with the bubble card on the front. There's the back right there, but let's not waste any time. We're gonna go ahead and crack this guy open and see what we've got inside. All right, so we've got him out of the package here, and he does not come with any accessories whatsoever, so obviously that is gonna be a downside to this guy. As far as articulation goes, it is very, very DC Universe Classics-esque, okay? So we've got single-jointed knees, single-jointed elbows, bicep swivels, thigh swivels. He's got these kind of old-school T-hips going on here. He's just got back and forth there on the ankles, rotation on the wrists, and then he has these joints here on the shoulders, so you can get up and rotate there as well. Head is on a ball joint, so you've got a little bit of up and down, slight bit of tilt, but not much. Obviously rotation, all that kind of stuff. So basic old school stuff. If you know DC-UC, you know what this is, along with that ab crunch that on this one, honestly, doesn't do a whole lot, but moves back and forth just a little bit there. Arms don't really come down to the sides that much. However, if you're picking this guy up, you know what you're getting into. You're not picking this guy up for the greatest articulation in the world. You're picking him up because he's old school and you've got this, you know, Batman Arkham City look in the classic retro, you know, blue and gray with the great logo there on the chest, giving an old school look. You can see here he's got the shading there on the face, giving him kind of that old, you know, either Adam West or, you know, 70s, you know, Art Adams, or 80s Art Adams, I should say, look to him with the costume, still having the sculpt from the Arkham Asylum Batman. It's just kind of an interesting kind of retro vibe look for a modern costume. That's what this thing is, and I think the sculpt's really good. I think the paint is really good on this guy. Obviously, articulation is where this thing falls short. We do have a fairly soft, you know, plastic cape there that is very maneuverable. I think for what it is, which of course is why I got it, I think it looks really good. And for some comparisons, here we have him with the Mattel DC Multiverse Dark Knight Returns in blue and gray. And here we have him with the Mattel DC Multiverse Red Hood and Red Robin. Here we have him with the DC Icons and a DC Universe Classics Batman. Here we have him with the McFarlane re-releases of the DC Direct Batman Animated Series Commissioner Gordon and Batman. And for a 7-inch scale comparison, we have him here with the SDCC exclusive McFarlane Nightfall Batman. All right, so now it's time to ask the question of, is it worth it? Now, I picked this guy up on eBay for $19 plus $5 shipping, so 24 bucks all said and done, which puts it right in the kind of standard retail price range of about $25. He can go for a little more, he can go for a little bit less, just depends on how much digging you do to find him at a price you're willing to pay. But at that close to $25 price range, is it worth it? I would say yes. I mean, even with the older articulation, the sculpt is really great. I love the bright, popping kind of Neil Adams colors, or, you know, Adam West colors that we have on this guy on that kind of more modern sculpt. I think it looks fantastic. You may or may not, I don't know, that's personal preference. But as far as where he fits into the collection, I'd say he's right kind of in that sweet spot, to be honest, that if you're in either the Mattel DC Multiverse, as far as, you know, which side your collection leans, or even the McFarlane DC Multiverse, he kind of fits right in between those two, that you can pretty much kind of fudge him into your collection either at that 7-inch scale or that 6.5-inch scale, because as you can see from the comparisons, he kind of works with either one. Now, once you get down to true 6-inch scale, he's considerably bigger. Then he starts to look like the difference between a Marvel Legend and a McFarlane figure. But in those two, you know, 6.5 to 7-inch scale, in that range, I think he looks pretty good. So depending on what your collection looks like, I think he could probably work really well for you. Certainly for me, I dig him. I think he looks great with the figures I've got. I'm very happy to pick him up, and I definitely think it is worth it. So that is it, guys. Thank you for watching, and always remember to enjoy your collection.